Hopefully this is recording. I always do my best stuff and then it don't record. I don't know. But I simply wanted to say is I am coming back out. I was talking from 5:32, so yeah, it's 5:37 now. I was talking that much. Then I noticed it wasn't recording. But this is where I believe this is where the magic happens. This is where most people are getting out of work, close to home. Before you get home, you can turn that app on and see if you can grab you an order or two and then do those real quick. You might get a few bucks, 5, 10, 15, 20, you know. The number don't matter because it's the long game. You got to play the long game with this. You got to think of this as just turn on that app every day after work, just make it a step, and then you got to do the most important part of that is what you do with that money. That money don't mean nothing if you're just gonna go buy something out of a store that's consumable or whatever. However, if you put it in whatever account you choose, I'm choosing stocks in I'm very careful when I say Bitcoin, but that is what I'm doing, so I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm choosing very carefully what I do with that little extra. With this money I'm making, this is going to be for $9.50. I'm here at Kroger pulling up now. This is literally the closest store by where I'm at, and the delivery is not even a half a mile up the street, so it should work out well. Only 9 items. I can shop that in about 10 minutes. Hopefully the lines are not long. I already thought it through. I'm already planned out, baby. So let's get in here. We're gonna go and do that. Drop that off. That's my one extra. Just do one thing extra per day. I'm telling you, the method will work for you. Long-term game retirement plan. This is not get rich quick. You're not gonna get no Lamborghini with this. This is just extra to go towards whatever you're already doing into your retirement. In your stock plan, your 401k, through whatever company, Fidelity, Swap. Like I said, I'm doing Bitcoin. That's just me. You didn't hear me tell you to do that, but you need to look into it and do your own research. So I'm gonna get in here and before it get too dark and before the snow start, because it is snowing. All right, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all see the street a little bit because it's dark in the car. It's nighttime now, but the shopping, it was busy in there. It was busy, like busy. But I know my way around there. I knew how to slide into the far end because everybody seemed to go to it's you know how they have the self-serve the registers. Everyone goes to the same side of the store instead of going all the way to the other side. So that's what I did and got right in and checked out. But the shopping went well. They had all the items, so I was in and out. It's 5:59, so yeah, it was busy. So it took a little longer than I thought. But to update you on why I like Ship, earlier at face value I made $23, $26, something like that off the Ship orders that I did today, and later on the tips hit, so I ended up with almost $50 from what I did this morning. So I thought, let me get back out here and do one more so that I can make my point as far as this is what I'm suggesting to you all, to really consider doing one more, like after you worked all day and you tired and hungry. Before you get home, go past that store and see if they got an order, and just leave it at that. But let me find where this at so I don't pass up the street, and I will be back to wrap it up. You can see, look how dark it is. Okay, that is done, and it's time to go home. That was pretty quick and easy, so we'll see if they tip well. We love tips. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Hey, I'm back. So I wanted to add more to what I've been talking about in this video, I'm really referring to the FIRE method. It's a movement. FIRE method stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. And look it up. There's a movement of people that are working towards that and are accomplishing that and doing certain things. Now, this is my twist on it because this is the low budget FIRE method. Because some people think you can't invest unless you are rich, and how are you going to get rich if you don't invest? All right, what came first, the chicken or the egg? So you got to start somewhere. You got to start where you are and build from there. And you got to, even if the word rich never manifests, I shouldn't even use that word because it's going to already taint people's thoughts. Retiring early doesn't have nothing to do with being rich. It just have everything to do with being financially independent, which means that all of your bills will be taken care of because you've arranged your living, your lifestyle to where you're not creating new bills and you've paid off everything. You paid off your house and your car. You have a budget to buy another car. You got things built up to where you have income coming in without you having to continue to use your time to create new income. Okay, that's an important part. You've already built the machine that continues to create you income without you having to do anything more. And that once that gets to a certain size, then you can start talking about retiring early, and that can look in many different ways. There's not just one or two ways. That's kind of an infinite amount of ways. It's just up to your creativity and how you create that. Some people write books, some people paint, and that becomes a whole business on its own right. So they don't even feel like they're working because they are painting and it's fun for them and they're selling their paintings. Some people are creating online, how to say that, like online materials, like creating websites and blogs and vlogs and ebooks. And I'm saying a lot because I'm thinking hard right now to try to come up with these ideas and examples because I really want you to understand what I'm talking about. And my idea is to create some investment portfolios. So, and that's, you're not going to retire in a year or two or three. It might take you 20 years. You might be able to retire on time because a lot of people are not able to retire on time. And that's a big thing. That is really should be your base plan, your foundation. You're doing this extra just to make sure nothing changes and you're able to retire on time because you don't know what's happening in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, what the inflation is going to look like, who the president going to be, what's going on in the world. You have no idea. So do that little extra now while you're younger and have the energy to. Even if you feel like you don't have the energy, you functioning, you moving around, you got your day job, so you must still be able to work and do more. So that is just some ideas. I'm just presenting an idea that you can, like I heard the concept of the movement, and I put my twist on it for the low budget crowd, and I want to prove that you could do it as a low budget crowd, but you might want to put your twist on it for your own way. So I just had to put some clarification on all these concepts I'm talking about, because if you don't have the idea clearly, it won't make sense. You're like, why is he making these videos? But that is why. It's for the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early. All right. So I just slapped a name on it so that people can start getting some understanding. And hope you have a good night.